partner behind Michigan Daily for evening numbers. How players are turning $1 into $5,000. Hey, my name is Corey Lottery Man. Hey, I'm gonna show you today in this demonstration, man, how Michigan people, man, can turn their money from $1, a single dollar, baby, to 25 or at least $5,000. What's the minimum that we can twist our number to? You're like me $100. But if you have a system in of greater than 8 numbers, man, you can turn that money into a profit. You see, what I do is a 16 zone situation. That works all over the board, all over the United States, man. We talking about even to Canada, even overseas, man. And tell you, we use the method of mine of Code 34 on Lottery Post as the original of YouTube, Corey Lottery Man. Stuff, right? And lottery luck is where luck begins, right? But we turn a profit into something, man, is very important. Because nowadays, man, it's really tough out here, man. You can barely scratch and claw through life, man. You know, even the minimum wage is, even though minimum wage has gotten up, especially here in Chicago, Illinois, and stuff like that, and that's because, not because of what's going on now, it's because over time it made it better. But it's more money, less job opportunities. See what I'm saying? See how that go? Less money, less job opportunities. And mostly people nowadays got to sit at home and try to figure it out themselves. But while you thinking of figuring it out, you think about putting your numbers down on the line. Stay consistent, stay with the same boring ass number. And the numbers I like to do, stay with a pattern of 3. That's it. 3 patterns, you're good to go, man. You don't need to be burning too much money anyway. So let's go here and let me show you that demonstration right here. The Zoom of 16s right here, my friend, on the main station. Corey Lottery Man station, brother. So don't tune into no other station. Tune into one station. Corey Lottery Man station. Okay? That's all you need to tune in. You don't need to tune in no other station. But let me put my address to other people, man, that I really know, man. Like Cowboy Slots, he's a real good guy. I really like that guy. Wise Man, W-Wise S-P, Wise Man. Okay, how's it going at, what's that, Alligator? Alligator, how's your day going at? Like a wise man. Okay, like I say, the best station to be at is right here at the Corey Lottery Man station. Okay, but let me take my address out to some people that I know that really does everything. Is Cowboy Slots. I like that guy, Cowboy. That's a good place, a good channel to be on. Good. How about you? I'm doing all right, man. I'm enjoying myself, that Alligator. How's your day going? Like I say, it's just like D at the other station doing lottery as well. It's a pretty good channel. But nevertheless, let me show you those numbers for Michigan, because this is a secret pattern behind Michigan State. If you're from Michigan, Alligator, this is for you, man. If you're not from your state, this is not your state, you know, whatever state you is, this is the best place to be at for Zoom of 16 numbers, man. Okay, and them just have to be Michigan. Really good. I'm about to go and eat. So it's about to get better. All right. That's how it goes, man. What kind of work you do there? Are you from Georgia? Okay. And you, what kind of work you doing there from Georgia, alligator? You know, because I tell you, man, when you, and that's what I'm finna do pretty soon. After I get from over here, also as well. I do lottery. I also do still doing ride sharing, not no Uber and nothing like that. I'm doing what we say, Grubhub, and I do what else that other job is, roadie on my bike because my engine is gone in my car. So only thing you left was your bike. And I'm doing the old school bikes, the huffing and puffing one, not the. I'm pretty soon for buy me an engine bike, not an engine bike, but an e-bike. I need an e-bike because I need one of them electrical bikes. Even though I could get a scooter, but I'd rather have a regular bike. A video game developer, graphic design. Wow. Hey man, I know who to come to. Alligator, man, when I need video game developer. Okay, nevertheless. Hey, let me show you these numbers, man. Well, you can start winning some money, man. And in Georgia, man, I'm telling you, man, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but my state hit Georgia, but I don't hit it like I should hit it in Georgia, man, for some reason. And pretty soon, man, I'm gonna pop Georgia big time, like I did not too long ago. I'm gonna show you a state that I hit $850 4 times. If you actually been looking at lottery posts, just like Georgia, I think it was I can't even say the name of that state, but it been like few Delaware. It was Delaware that I hit the 850 5 times in that state, and that was the 5-digit numbers, just like in Georgia, 5-number state. I'll show you that in a minute. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and show you what I'm talking about in the Zoom of 16 for the 4-digit number. Oh, shit. That's one dangerous thing about these things. It will come off. Okay, now. That's Michigan Daily 4, right? 5416 came out. Okay. 5416 was one of the numbers that showed up. These is my 16 consume number. And then you can see why. See these 16. So you count them 5416. That's you count that up, it's gonna be 16, 25, 45, and 42, 19. These are the only 3 I play as a 16 sum number. The numbers I do not like is 0, 3, 7, and 8 because those are not hot numbers. B numbers I got right here. If you ever see some of my other live videos, I talked about only numbers I like is hot numbers from a 4-digit number. Okay, and then how did I ever get just these 3 numbers? Basically, what I did, I looked and seen that D numbers is the ones that consistently come out a lot. And once I looked over to a demonstration, I seen that those are the numbers I went with. There was more numbers than this that can fall out, and you probably sit back and say, well, there's more than that numbers that you got down there that could be up to 16, and that's true. But these are the most hottest numbers that I noticed in any state. So here, we'll go right here on Lottery Post to show you about that Georgia situation that happened not too long ago. Okay, and that was yesterday. And you will go to code 34, was my name on here on Lottery Post is code 34. I am a lottery predictor. A lot of people don't understand. And I'm also show you how I do these prediction numbers in a lot of ways. If you stay tuned, that's old Chopper. It's one of my Lottery Post peoples. And like I said, I hope these lot of people's come here. Coach Thurder, come here. So this is Georgia right here. So this is a Georgia guy, and it's a Georgia 5 midday evening, fronts, backs, and all this stuff. So this alligator state right there. The only thing I did is only $1, man. All, so far it was number was 49417, and I think the only thing I got out of their numbers. Let's see what did it hit. Must have just been. Let me see. Normally it's a number on the platform that was 4. So see right there. You can see right there. The only thing I got was 4, and that was 4 right there. So they got to be straight on each line to get to the number. So that's the reason why it's only $1 coming down here. For that situation. I don't know. That might have been over $10 or something. I don't know. Nevertheless, this is Michigan right here, the state I'm talking about. And they're going to one of our numbers, 5416, $100, $100, $2,600 You see how many $100 bars that was before the $2,600 came up. It was about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So out of the 10 was more 100 down here too. But that I don't know. That's Michigan. Yeah, it's all Michigan. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that also from Michigan as well. So that one number right there can really do a devastation to a lot of stuff right there. Nevertheless, let's go into more of a demonstration and see. Let's get out of this lottery post, and let's go to a Michigan State itself. But yeah, I do believe. Let's see why. See right here, a lot of posts. This will make me a predictor because I can post prediction right there. See, post prediction, and you go right into it. Bam, and then that's all I have to do. Let's put my numbers down right here on this line. As well, I can do pick 3s, pick 4s, bam. Then I go from all states, and I also can change this up from 1 and 2, and just do any of these states like Georgia, and bam. Georgia Cash 3, midday, bam. Right here, and you went to Georgia 5 midday, bam. Let's do right now. See how many days I have to go. These are Georgia numbers right there. Right there. So I can't put no numbers down right now because I predict too many numbers already. And see, right there in Georgia, you see all the numbers right there. And I'm just waiting for them. Surely enough, they will show up pretty soon. A lot of these consume a 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, and then I add a 0, and then well, let me show you. A lot of these numbers here in Georgia, where I put down 1, 2, 3, 4. I had went into my search and I noticed 1, 2, 3, 4 is a good number, and then I put 0 through 9 down. You see where I want to, and 0, then go 1, 2, all the way down to 9. And that's how I came up with that number. Once you figure out the pattern, you can just almost consume and do what you want to do. So let me show you let me show you one of those when I was talking about not too long ago. Let's go back. See, that was yesterday's results, and let's go into. Oh wow! When that thing do that, let me see. I think that might have been Tuesday or could have been Monday. Let me see. Let's go all the way back here. Then you gotta go all the way down to your name. It's gonna be a little while before I can really do it. Let me see. This is Arkansas and Georgia again. That's not what I want to see here. Let's go back to Mondays. Oh no, hold on. Let me look back at this again. Delaware. This the one I was talking about right here. See it right there? 850s a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that was Delaware right there. And that was the pick play 5-day. And there go the numbers right there. It was 4, 4, 2, 3, 1, or it was 4, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2. 4, 1, 3, 4, 2. And that's how the numbers came out. Now, if I'd have had the 4, 1, 3, quite natural, I would have had that post. I only had 4, 4 was the closest I had. So I had no numbers, not even close by to the numbers. But if I'd have had a 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, I would have definitely had it because I would have had 2, 4, and then turn around 4, 2, and I would have bam, hit the big jackpot. But that's how luck sometimes happens, man. And then that's what I'm talking about, Delaware right there. You know what I'm saying? So, BB, yeah, and let's go into more of my analyzing search for the numbers, man. I don't want to sit here all day. I got to get out of here pretty soon, man. Do my little, riding, man. My huffing and puffing on the bikes. You know what I'm saying? Until I get that engine fixed, man. And like I said, once I get me an electrical bike, it's gonna be a done deal, brother. You know what I'm saying? But but at the same time, I'm also studying, you know, for the busing situation, to drive a bus, a yellow buses for the kids and stuff. I just don't want to hear all that noise when So I'm almost close to finished. I almost finished passing. I almost finished up with the test. Almost finished. Right when I say that, it meaning that I'm getting close of going down there to take the test. Yeah, so I go down there and take that passenger test, and then after the passenger test, what else it is? You gotta take the endorsement test. I knocked those two out in a minute, and then only thing I had to worry about is the inspection test. Once I'm finished with the inspection test, and you drive the bus, be tested on that, and I have a job. But I'm also thinking about also doing some online stuff as well. I got online stuff, man. So so I don't know how long I will even be able to stay with a company too long. Because if I got this online, that's the only thing that really get me out to think about making another job right now. Because I got an online thing that's finna hit, and I'm looking to make some real money. But I need some real money to do it. See, now my prediction. Okay, now we're not even looking at the prediction no more. Let's go here. Let's go here to the states, and let's go to Michigan, state of Michigan, and let's look at our real prediction. Where's that Michigan at? Right here. Okay, so there goes state of Michigan right there, and 454, 45745. So 78165416. Okay, it's the numbers, right? And then like we said, like we always do, first thing you do is go to more. Bam. And once you go to more, you go right here. I like to go to inspect in this year. Let me see. Go back to it. And go inspect this year. Bam. There we go. So here, it shows you your high numbers and low numbers as well. Low numbers is real low, and they'll go to high numbers right there. High numbers are 77, 3 highs and 1 low, 77 times, right? Don't really explain these as much. Okay, now you got your even and odd numbers. Let's see right here, most time. The even and odd numbers, there's always 2 evens and 2 odd numbers here in this state, right? And then you go all the way down, and there go my sum. There go the sum numbers right there. Okay, now in this state, you see 16, 17 times. Most people say back, say, why don't you use 17? Because it come out 28 times. A lot of times, man, those are just anatomy numbers, how many times the number been out, but it's not the really gripping number what you really looking to get into, to where I see a lot of my numbers will come out in the 16 number, then that would with those numbers. And then you just look gripping into these numbers, man. And see 4219. It's like the most important number. 4219 is the most important number here. And then sometimes you'll see the numbers like this for 5416 come out. You know, so you got to take your time and analyze, man, you know, your numbers, man. I don't like to jump on the highest number there is. It's because a lot of times, they know that you're looking for the highest number. And a lot of times that's not going to even help you. So I like the in-between numbers there. And then you got your root sum. You got your sum digits. I don't really look at those too much. And you got your key number. So here, 111, 114, 4 times. That's 4s. And there we go. So these are where a lot of my theories come from. 4s is the highest in Michigan anyway that you can look at as a number. You know what I'm saying? So you see that? 4 been out 114 times. I mean, sometimes, yeah, even though these theories and stuff like that, and people probably listen and say, oh man, this is not so interested to them, but this is an interesting way of playing. You know what I'm saying? And then you got your quarter pick. These are like partner numbers here. So I don't know how much the partner numbers here is to me. And then you got your quad numbers too. I tell you how many times the quad number been out. 016 been out 8 times. And then 10 times. 047 been out about 10 times. And you could use just that if you wanted to, but like I say, man, my whole system is 16. I don't like to use anything else but the 16 because I see this every week, man. When I look on any state, man, that's just what I see. 16, the sum 16, I see that a lot. That's the reason why I stick with the sum, man. And you can pop with a sum better, man. You do. That's all you have to do is stick with a number, man, and you will pop down the line. You're going to pop down the line. Your number, and then try to always stick with a high number. You know what I'm saying? So the higher the numbers are, you know, and this is all I'll be saying, man. When you come to the lottery post, man, you learn more when you're at this lottery post, man. Like, you know, so like this 245 been out 11 times, and then it will tell you, you know, what number 7, 5. You just look into all these numbers, man, and then what you do, you try to figure out in these numbers, man, itself. How many times have the numbers been showing up? You know what I'm saying? Like you might see constant repeat number. You know the numbers you want to stick with. Like this number right here, 5423. It's like a repeat number, man. But like I said, for me, I wouldn't play it because it's not one of my numbers I like to play. I like to stay consistent. 0, 3, and 7, 8 is not my numbers. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of mines come from because I like to deal with hot and cold numbers. So here in Michigan is a way different state from Illinois where I'm at. So we want to look at their hots and cold numbers. It might be even more different than where my state was at with the hot and cold numbers. So the basic way to look at your hot and cold numbers is you go here. Same thing with the more. And in this time, let me see something. Hold on. While you go into that past resorts, search daily for past drawing resorts, right? And then you got this strategy right here. This is the strategy right here. Pick daily for drawing strategy. Bammo. And then go to strategy right there, man. It tells you which number to stick around and which one to stay around. And then you got a hot numbers for this state. Okay, and their numbers a little different. Like I said, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 is really hot here. 5 is hot here, and 7 is hot there. So they got about 4 numbers is really hot. So might be a little different. But then sometimes resort, sometimes in any state, man, could be dramatic, like 5, 4, 1, 6 wouldn't been your main number here. You wouldn't count. But like I say, any state, man, sometimes will pull out numbers anyway. So likely if you stick with a particular numbers, you're going to hit. So yeah. Once again, man, with my demonstration of the lottery numbers, man, this is how I do it, man. I like to do it smartly, man. You know what I'm saying? So you go over the strategy, and the strategy here, like I said, strategically, you're looking at the numbers itself, estimates of the numbers, and that's how you go with the strategy, ticking on numbers, man, using your head. You know what I'm saying? Using these graphic boards as well, man, and you learn more from it, man. So I always like looking at lottery strategy, and this is the lottery strategy itself. You know what I'm saying? That's the lottery strategy, and then I like to look at the Zoom numbers that I showed you not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? Those Zoom numbers is very important, man, to me. So some people might look at their own have a different Zoom number, but make sure when you're looking at Zoom number, how many times that number repeated is very important. So you're gonna pick that number out, and that's the number you want to stay on, man, because that's gonna pretty soon come out again. They play like they don't do that so much in the pick four number, but they do it. They have a particular number they love to play, and they will bring it out. Once you stop playing it, it's coming out. Bam! And then you be looking like Drano. But once out of the week, man, they always bring that one number of 16 consumed. It might not be yours. So that don't mean to stop playing it. That means just to look, count the numbers. Every time you get to that lottery number, they say 23, look at it. Keep on looking. It's been a little while for you. That 16 number been out. But I bet you before that week is over with, man, it's gonna show up. If it doesn't show up that week, you mean that, and what they're trying to do is throw you off from playing it anymore. So then they'll just pull that situation where they don't want to pull the number out, you know. So that's what you look at. So like if I'm looking Michigan numbers, that's what I'm looking at. Because see, if you look at the Michigan numbers, let me go back to the Michigan numbers. Let me see. Go back here before I do anything, before I pull anything up. Now you go to the Michigan number daily, pick 4 past resorts, man. Okay. So I'm finna cut out of here. Look at that, right? So here, yesterday evening numbers 5416, right? So look at that. 6 and 4 is 10, 5 is 15, and this one is 16. Past resorts, right? So we go back past resorts, man. You go back to the past resorts and add up each number. That's 11. You will not here. That's gonna be 9. That's gonna be over 20, right? Look at this number here: 10, 15, 18, and you keep on going down. You always start from Sunday all the way up to all the way up to Saturday. Sunday all the way up to Saturday. So here we already seen our 16 number already showed up. So now we look at last week: 12, 2. That's over 18. We got 10 right here. 4, and 2. See what I'm saying? Where did that add up? Right here. That add up to be 16. 9 and 4 is 13. 2 is 15. 1 is 16. And where do I see on a sheet? 4219. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Last week, you would have had the numbers as well. So that adds up to be another 16 number, my friend. So 12, and then we go on to the next one, 11. What is this? 11 and 5. That's 16, right? That's an upper number, right? 11 is 5 and 16. But that's not one of our numbers, right? We don't like 0, 3, 7, 8. So, but they eliminate a whole lot of numbers there. But it was a 16 number. 9 and 2 is 11, 15 number there. This is also, well, that's a 17 number. Here, 9, 11, 12. I don't want to keep on, maybe looking at boring somebody deaf with just looking at numbers all day. But this Sunday into Saturday, bammo. See what I'm saying? And then you look for your 16 number. Here is another week again. About to Saturday, right? And there go another 16 number, my friend. So once you see the 16 number, that's when I'm saying you cuts off. You say, hey man, I'm not going to play. You know why? Because already 16 number come out. But we at the end of the week, the number could show up the next following week, Sunday into Saturday. So I don't suspect another 16 will come right back to the next day. So you can take a rest and then be ready to go back with your number again, depending on which pattern. Usually, a lot of times you see them come up like this a number right here. You see one came up way up top like this or below 15, 16. Normally, the next week is going to probably be a higher number. The 16 probably be the next following week. I bet you 9 out of 10. Oh, it was down at the bottom again. It was down at the bottom. That's very unusual, but it's still an even number. So you did see how far that went from Saturday to Friday. See what I'm saying? And then what was the next one? It was, man, they've been staying consistent with their even number, Saturday to Sunday, right? Saturday to Friday. And then this one went up to Wednesday. So all evening numbers, man. See how that go? And you stay with that pattern. Say, hey, man, I'm going to stick with the evening number. Bammo! You should win in Michigan number. Thank you, my friends, for coming to the Corey Lottery Man Show. And peace. I got to work, brother. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get. Hey, what is that? What's going on? Let's get out of here.